You just got to Thailand. You realize public transportation is really good, taxis are really cheap, but you still want to drive yourself. Whether it's a motorbike, whether it's a car, I just got the license in 2 days. I'm going to show you how to do it. That way you don't end up going to the DMV multiple times, trying to figure out what you need translated, what you need there. I'm just going to simplify everything for you. I'm going to try to knock this out in 8 minutes. Let's see what we can do. Mr. Black Adventures coming up next. So let's get started. What do you need? Well, the first thing you need to know, where is the Department of Land Transport closest to you? You need to make sure you can go to a location that either A, doesn't require appointments or has some type of walk-in service available to you. So once you have that information, that's your starting point. Okay, now what do you need to bring? First thing, if you're living in Thailand, you should have a visa, a working visa of some type that is in your passport. You need to bring that. You also need to bring some type of proof of residency that you actually live in Thailand. You can do this by getting basically a document notarized saying, hey, I live at this address, blah, blah, blah. Whatever embassy you have, they have some service for notarization that can support your nationality. If you're a U.S. person, you can basically go to the U.S. embassy, make an appointment first. They do notarization there, and they will basically, you come in there with a piece of paper that says there's a template, and I'll put the link down on the bottom of the description. But there's a template. You fill it out, type it up, fill it out, bring it over there. They notarize it, and that's your proof of residency. The next thing you have to do you can do this on a walk-in basis. It's a medical certificate. So basically you have to get the medical certificate through the Department of Land Transport, basically saying, hey, I can drive and not die or kill anybody along the way. I'm healthy, I'm in great shape to drive. Essentially, that's what it's saying, right? This was probably the one that was stressing me out the most, but once I got a list of people that actually did it and walk-ins were easy, I was able to do this in maybe an hour. So let's say you did all that, boom. If you have a driver's license from wherever you're from, I would bring that too, because then that should be able to get you out of the 5-hour driving classroom. Don't quote me on it. I already had a Thai driver's license for that piece, so that didn't apply to me. But if you don't have a license at all, expect to do a 5-hour driving classroom. Okay, so now you've got all that. Visa with passport, proof of residency, notarized, medical certificate filled out by a physician, signed, stamped by the physician, and some type of, I'm assuming, driver's license from a previous country or whatever. Or in my case, a Thai driver's license, whatever works for you. I'm going for the motorbike, but like I said, it's exactly the same for the car. There's really no difference. I'm taking the same test you would be. Okay, boom, you got that. Head on down to your local motor vehicle office. Get in the queue. There's a smart queue that you have to get in. Tell them, hey, I'm trying to get a license. Here's all my documentation. You get there. They may ask you to go upstairs to make some copies, come back and forth. I had to do that a few times, but essentially you should have everything you need right then. Just give them the paperwork. They're going to send you upstairs. There is a colorblind test that you have to do. There's a peripheral vision test, and there's a reflex test. So the colorblind test is exactly that. They show you some stuff. If you see the right color, you're good. If you don't, then you could be colorblind or something along that route. The peripheral test is basically what they're looking at is, can you see which is closer to you? It's almost like a depth perception test that we would do in America. Same thing. A reflex test, that test it's almost like it's like a pedal, and there's this action thing that happens, and you got to hit that pedal, hit the stop button as fast as possible, or within this period of time. Like it almost tests stopping, distance, reaction, reflexes, hence the name. So those are the 3 tests that you would do on this first day at the the motor vehicle center. Then you get done with that. Assuming you pass all that, you go back downstairs, get another number. Hey, I passed all that. I need a test date so I can actually do the written test. If you pass the physical, practical driving test, and then the actual issuance of the license. So assuming you got all that done, you're in good shape. So then you get your date, boom. So now day 2, get there early. I think it opens at 8:30, at least my office did, and I was there about 8 o'clock just to do some extra studying. Now let's talk about this written test. Everyone has a different resource. Use whatever resource is best for you. I'm gonna put a link in the description for the resource I use. It was a very large test bank. I don't know how big the actual I won't call it DMV, but the DLT, the Department of Land Transport, the DLT. I don't know how big their bank is, but they got a lot of questions. They got little numbers on them, so they have at least 2,000 questions. Your focus needs to be right away. Car A, what does car A do when it pulls up at an intersection next to car B? Does it go left or right? Who goes first? That's what you need to be thinking about. Reverse any, depending on your country and how you guys drive on the street, it could be completely opposite. Because the standards are different here. It was for me, and I just kind of reversed my thinking, and it worked. So the test itself, though, so you want to focus on that. Signs, you got to know signs. When you go to the DMV the first time, if you actually go to the one in Chatuchek, they've got a big billboard with the signs. Go in there. If you can take a picture of it, I would take a picture of it. It's great. It's got everything on there, and you need to know the signs. There's just too many sign questions on the test. You gotta know the signs. You get 45 out of 50 to pass. Anything above that, you're good. Anything after that, you're not good. So based on the people I talked to, I know a lot of people didn't pass. They were able to take the test twice. I'm not saying that's uniform everywhere, but they were able to take it twice. And if they didn't pass that second time, they had to come back the next day. So 45 is your number, 50 questions, you can only miss 5. There's not a lot of room for error. So good luck on that. Assuming you pass, which I did pass my first time, you get to go across the street and go take the practical test. So for me, it was a motorcycle test. The car test, I'm assuming that'll be different for you guys. I'm assuming they'll have somebody in the car and you got to do a lap or something. They've got some course wherever you guys are at. Now I was doing a motorcycle course, so they actually give you a link, a YouTube video shows you the link. I'll actually put that in here too. It was a great video. Shows you exactly what you're getting into. Before you even get out there, you kind of know what you're about to do. So as long as you have some basic skills riding the bike, you should be all right. If not, this could be, it's a tight course. So you gotta make sure you know exactly what you're doing. So that's that. You do that, boom. Assuming you pass that, next thing you do, you cross back over to the office. You go back to this office many times, by the way. And then you will go and actually give them all your paperwork, and then they will issue you your license. So that's how you get the motorcycle and the driver's license pretty much in 2 days. Try to do it in 8 minutes, pretty close to it. If you guys have any questions, hit a comment or hit me with a comment. And if you like the video, hit a like. And if something here I told you didn't work for you, and maybe you're a different country, let me know, let other people know, because a lot of people do read these comments, especially when there's an informative video like this. So hopefully that helps you guys. I'm going to drop all the links in this as possible to get you guys squared away, but it is possible to get your license in Thailand, and you don't have to fail multiple times. You don't have to go back and forth like some of the people I was talking to. You can do it first try. if you follow the steps I tell you just now. Good luck, and more videos to come about adventure stuff. But I had to do this because I just bought a motorbike. And yes, you can bring your own motorbike, or you can rent a bike there, at least at this office I went to. So if you want to do it that route, you can. And yeah, there's no restrictions there. But you guys got any questions? More videos to come. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't seen some of the previous videos, go watch some of those videos. And if you like this video, drop me a like. Until next time, Mr. Black Adventures. Talk to you later.